If you're struggling to lose weight, no matter how hard you try, there's a hidden ingredient in a lot of healthy foods that is stopping you from burning fat, and it's not carbs and sugar, by the way. I'm gonna be sharing with you the top 10 foods out there that you might be consuming that have this hidden ingredient, and also the different names that this ingredient shows up as. This ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. And you're thinking, oh, I already know that's bad for me. Yeah, you might, but wait until I reveal the top 10 most popular products out there that are considered healthy and you might be consuming, but it's slowing down your weight loss and causing rapid inflammation and aging inside of your body. Not only will I share with you those top 10 products out there, I'm gonna give you the top 3 most popular brands in each category, and I'm going to reveal to you the healthier swaps that have cleaner ingredients, and we're also going to discuss how high fructose corn syrup has different names, and we'll identify those different names so we could swap them out and you could burn fat and feel great. Let's first begin with the top 10 most common foods out there that you're probably eating that may contain high fructose corn syrup or many of its other names. We have yogurt, granola bars, protein bars, breakfast cereals, smoothies and fruit juices, salad dressings, condiments like ketchup and barbecue sauces, whole wheat and multi-grain bread, sports drinks, and instant oatmeal. Again, a little bit later, I'm gonna go over 3 of the most common specific products in each category and then give you healthier swaps. Before I get to that, I wanna make the case on how dangerous this product is to consume and why it is slowing down your fat loss and creating inflammation. If your goal is to burn stubborn belly fat, then supporting your mitochondria is the name of the game. We've all heard of the mitochondria in your biology class. It's the powerhouse of the cell. That is true. But allow me to explain how the mitochondria help you burn stubborn fat. Every cell within your body has these organelles called the mitochondria, with the exception of red blood cells. The mitochondria produce energy called ATP. And the more energy it produces, the more it raises your basal metabolic rate, meaning your metabolism burns more calories without you having to count a calorie or exercise to burn those calories. When your mitochondria are healthy and producing a good amount of energy, you also have amazing energy levels throughout the entire day. The energy that it produces creates heat inside of your body, which raises your metabolism and helps you burn excess fat. And here's the issue with high fructose corn syrup. It is mitochondrial poison when you consume this product. High fructose corn syrup destroys your metabolism, lowers your basal metabolic rate, and puts your body into an inflamed fat storage state. High fructose corn syrup creates inflammation around the cell membranes, preventing your fat-burning hormones from getting into the cell and doing its job, which is to tell your cells to burn fat. When you consume high fructose corn syrup, it does not trigger the same hormones and chemicals as eating real food. This lack of satiety will cause you to eat more calories and feel less satiated and full when you consume it, leading to you wanting to eat more calories. It's a vicious cycle. Another issue with high fructose corn syrup is that your liver has to process it. 90% of high fructose corn syrup is processed by that soccer mom organ right here on the right side of your rib cage, the liver. Why do I call her the soccer mom? Because she does everything for the body like your soccer mom does for the family. The liver is responsible for detoxification, for fat burning, energy levels, and of course, helping you break down dietary fat and using it for energy. When you consume high fructose corn syrup, it leads to excess fat accumulation around that liver, which then leads to fatty liver disease. Then other organs inside of your body, including your pancreas, begin to get fatty, and then you develop visceral fat, which is the white fat creating pressure on your organs, leading to, of course, weight gain and a shortened lifespan. When you consume high fructose corn syrup, it disrupts 2 hormones I'm going to focus on here. A hormone called ghrelin and a hormone called leptin. Ghrelin is kind of like a gremlin. It's that hormone that makes your stomach rumble. It's that hormone that tells your body and your brain, find carbs, find food, eat something right away. So ghrelin is the gremlin. Nobody likes it for it to be around. It is annoying and it causes you to eat more food, eat more calories, especially unhealthy calories. Leptin is another hormone that acts opposite of ghrelin. Leptin tells your brain, you're full, you're satiated, put down the fork, no need to go to the pantry, continue going on without having to eat something. When you consume high fructose corn syrup, it raises the hormone ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and decreases the satiety hormone leptin. It's one of the fastest ways to put on fat inside of your body. Consume high fructose corn syrup. There's a great book out there called Nature Wants Us to Be Fat, and I interviewed the gentleman who wrote the book on my metabolic Metabolic Freedom podcast. His name is Dr. Richard Johnson. And in the book, he made the case that animals in the wilderness, for bears, for example, they will consume a whole bunch of fructose, which is really concentrated in high fructose corn syrup, for the purpose of putting on as much body fat as possible before hibernation. Yeah, they are going through hibernation, but we as human beings are not. So we're just excessively stacking on body fat and putting pressure on our organs. High fructose corn syrup also disrupts your cholesterol and lipid levels, specifically lowering the protective lipoprotein called HDL, raising triglycerides in your body, which is essentially fat in your bloodstream. High fructose corn syrup raises oxidative stress in your body, again, preventing you from burning fat and producing adequate amounts of energy. And one last thing on high fructose corn syrup before I go over the specific brands and swaps. Dr. Bruce Lipton, who's a world-renowned cell biologist who wrote a great book called The Biology of Belief, when I was interviewing him on my Metabolic Freedom podcast, he showed research that when you consume high fructose corn syrup, it takes blood flow away from the prefrontal cortex part of your brain. That's the part of your brain that helps you critically think, make wise decisions, and it shuttles that blood flow away from the decision-making part of your brain to the monkey brain, which is called the amygdala, which is the fearful state. This is why it feels like such a vicious cycle of eating unhealthy foods that are loaded with high fructose corn syrup. It's strategically done by these big corporations, big food, big pharma, big gov, to prevent you from critically thinking so you could overconsume and be in this vicious circle. And here's the argument I'm gonna get here. But Ben, as long as I'm on a calorie deficit, it shouldn't matter if I consume high fructose corn syrup or what the calories are. I mean, a calorie deficit is a calorie deficit. You'll lose weight. No, you will not. While calories matter, they are not important. More important than the calories you consume is the metabolic processes that happen after you consume those calories. And here are 10 other names for high fructose corn syrup that are hidden in the ingredients list. Number 1, corn syrup. Number 2, glucose fructose syrup. Number 3, isoglucose. Number 4, maize syrup. Number 5, fructose glucose syrup. Number 6, tapioca syrup. Number 7, fruit fructose. Number 8, glucose syrup. Number 9, glucose fructose syrup. And number 10, high fructose maize syrup. Now let's cover the top brands that contain high fructose corn syrup. And by the way, I'm also going to give you healthier swaps. You can find a lot of these healthier swaps I'm going to mention at Thrive Market. If you're not familiar with Thrive Market, it's a membership-based model where it's kind of like Costco meets Whole Foods, where you pay an annual fee. That's not a lot of money, but you get discounts to a lot of these healthier products. And you can learn more about Thrive Market and get a nice discount to receive 30% off your first order and some free gifts by clicking the link in the notes down below. Okay, here are the top 3 most popular brands in each of those 10 categories I spoke about, and then the healthier swaps. Let's start with yogurt. These 3 yogurt brands contain variations with high fructose corn syrup. Yoplait yogurt, Dannon Fruit at the Bottom yogurt, and Activia Light. Healthier swaps to those will be GT's Cocoa Yo, Wallaby Organic Aussie Greek Yogurt, Maple Hill Creamery Yogurt, and 100% grass-fed kefir. Now let's discuss granola bars. Here are the top 3 brands that contain high fructose corn syrup. Quaker Chewy Granola Bars, Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Nut Bars, and Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bars. Healthier swaps for this, although granola in general is not ideal for weight loss, but if you're gonna do a healthier swap, then Purely Elizabeth granola is better than most brands out there. There's no high fructose corn syrup in their products. Now let's discuss protein bars. The top 3 brands that have high fructose corn syrup are the Power Bar, MetRx Big 100 bars, and Cliff Builders protein bars. Healthier swaps would be Paleo Valley beef sticks, Epic protein bars and beef jerky, and Bulletproof collagen bars. Now let's move on to breakfast cereals. Here are the top 3 brands that contain high fructose corn syrup. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, and General Mills Trix. Healthier swaps that do not contain high fructose corn syrup would be 3 Wishes cereal and Catalina Crunch. Now let's move on to smoothies and fruit juices. Here are the top 3 brands you want to avoid. Minute Maid, V8 Splash, and Naked Juice smoothies. A lot of these varieties contain a high concentration of fructose and high fructose corn syrup. I don't have any swaps for these because fruit juice and smoothies in general are just not gonna be healthy for you, and they're not gonna help you burn fat. They're gonna help you store fat. What you can do as a swap here is to have the whole fruit, especially around exercise. That'll be much better for you. Next, we have salad dressings. You wanna avoid Kraft's salad dressings, Hidden Valley Ranch salad dressing, and 𝘾𝙍𝙎𝘾 salad dressings. Healthier swaps and alternatives will be from Primal Kitchen salad dressings. They have a whole bunch of different types. They're all clean, no high fructose corn syrup, no bad seed oils. They use avocado oil. It's personally what I use. Next, we have some condiments like barbecue sauce and ketchup. Here are the brands you want to avoid: Heinz ketchup, Hunt's ketchup, Del Monte ketchup, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, Casey Masterpiece barbecue sauce, and Kraft Original barbecue sauce. All of these are loaded with hidden ingredients that contain high fructose corn syrup. Healthier swaps, again, the Primal Kitchen is a great brand for ketchup and barbecue sauce, no high fructose corn syrup. In addition, Annie's organic ketchup is also a good option too. Next, we have whole wheat and multi-grain breads. Here are the brands you want to avoid: Wonder Bread, Sara Lee bread, and Arnold Brownberry Oro wheat bread. Healthier swaps, although bread in general is not a good idea if you want to lose weight, but if you're gonna choose a bread, I would recommend Base Culture sourdough bread. No seed oils, no high fructose corn syrup. Pretty good. Next, we have sports drinks. Here are the ones you want to avoid: Gatorade, Powerade, and All Sport. Healthier swaps would be high quality electrolytes that are sweetened with either monk fruit or stevia. My personal favorite brands are LMNT, Redmond's Relight, 𝙎𝙬𝙬𝘽𝙬, and Ultima. I have some coupon codes for a couple of these companies, which I'll put in the notes down below. Now we have instant oatmeal. The brands you want to avoid are Quaker Oat Instant Oatmeal, Great Value Instant Oatmeal, and Market Pantry Instant Oatmeal. They typically contain high fructose corn syrup. Healthier swaps, again, for this, it's a tricky one because oatmeal is a fat storage sort of meal, not a fat burning meal, so I would just remove oatmeal in general. A better option if you're looking for a healthy breakfast would be eggs and bacon cooked in butter. Great fat burning meal. It's gonna help with your energy levels as well. Make those swaps. As soon as you do, you're gonna lower inflammation, you're gonna start burning fat, and you're gonna start feeling good again. If you enjoyed this video, check out a recent video I just published on how to lose 1 pound of fat every single day until you achieve your goal weight. The best part about this protocol, you don't have to suffer, you don't even have to count a single calorie, you don't have to rely on willpower. When we eat food, especially carbohydrates are turned into strings of sugar